Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. Washington State brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So guy that is a surgeon in this attack. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? Can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Makes the catch. It's McClain. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week.
Right, and so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hamilton. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick give. It's Horton. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got it down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Got his man on the outside.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. He's changing the play. Looking for space. It's Voorhees. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Little. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Snowed under by the ball really well. And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Give the defense tons of credit. They were not fooled. Everybody thought that was going to be a run play, but the defense didn't. They pinned their ears back. They got upfield, and they got to the quarterback.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Little. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more.
Coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Martin will throw it. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Finds a crease. It's Horton. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game. And
Grant behind the line. It's Young. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corners are going to bail. Look out! And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tells the run, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Handoff again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Martin back to pass. Slings it downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And, man, we were watching the tape coming into this game, and we saw this dude's ability, man. Now he's over 1,000 rushing. So it's not just as a quarterback throwing the football down the field. The ability to be dynamic with his legs, make big plays. He'll have us up here all game talking about his ability to make people miss and make explosive plays.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the counter. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Right side, it's Bowman. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Washington State has it all working right now. On the move, it's Voorhees. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got his man out of the backfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Flips it out in the flat. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the single back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. Using his feet. Touchdown, Washington State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Martin will throw it. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fresno State will have to punt.
Number 98 on to punt it away.
On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They booted away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something.
Makes the grab on the left side. Open spaces. And he scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really.
Right down the gut of the field. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Cuts it upfield. It's Horton. At the 35, he's open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Martin back to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with the Temple Owls, taking on the number 22 team, the Tulane Green Wave.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Long way to go on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Little. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Bowman. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Voorhees. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Flips it out to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Good, strong tackle.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wants to throw on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Now on the move.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Handoff to the lone back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Cougars. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's no question this team is reeling, down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Off play action on first down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Hey, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, pressure's coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Got him on the RPO.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Spits it out to the back. Left side is Horton. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They give it to him again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, here on the Washington State sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right side, it's Bowman. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. And you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense, being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Hauls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. The run inside. It's Horton. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
3rd and long coming up. Martin back to pass. Snags it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
He's out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage. Being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Drops back on first down. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Second and long here. Snap in the shotgun. Caught in the backfield. It's Horton. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll go with a direct snap. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Thomas. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Hauls it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Fresno State, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Handoff to the lone back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. Got to make the play on 4th. Under pressure. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Wazzu headed to the line with another 1st down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
He's taken down at the 40. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Washington State has it all working right now. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He's got him in the flat. Makes the tackle. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Martin will throw it. Got the back over the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback keeper. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense playing a bail technique. Martin back to pass. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together